better listen to Peace on the Streets.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Mimi from Peace on the Streets radio show, WOKB 1680 AM. The RB Quiet Storm. Tune in every Wednesday night to 11 p.m. Eastern Time, where we rock Orlando. Right now, we're in Peace on the Streets personal studio. But now we're filming our podcast show. You ladies are actually the first podcast show inside of our studio.
Nice. We're honored.
And it's woman power. Okay. So right now we have our special guest, which is mental therapy. And I actually heard a lot about you guys. We were referred over to you by the great movement that you guys have been making. You might not know it, but we were referred to you because of your movement. And so big shout out to you guys because you guys are making a change, obviously.
Thank you.
So please tell us exactly your name and your title of this platform.
So we are Mental Massage Orlando. I am the director of it. We're both the creators. I do most of the directing. I actually do all the directing. I do it all. Of the show, and I'll let her introduce herself.
And hi, you guys. My name is Deanna. I am the host of this show. I'm also a full-time massage therapist in Orlando as well. And we kind of just like tied all of our talents together to be able to make this positive impact on the community. So we're so grateful. And thank you for having us on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. I've looked at your work, of course. And I like the fact that you guys get into highlights about, mental, like the issues of what we all go through every day.
Yeah.
We all have battles. Some of us don't say anything about it.
Right.
Why is there a difference now from all of the suicide or all of the depression or all this anxiety, even social anxiety?
Right.
Why? Why is it so hard now? Has it always been there, you think?
I think it's always been there. I think, and contrary to what you're saying, I think it's a little bit more easier, at least to come out and say that you are dealing with these battles versus 20 years ago where nobody was really talking about depression or mental health or suicide at all. Everybody would be shocked if it did happen, but it wasn't very much talked about. I feel like it's more open now in our society. It's more accepted for you to talk about it, and there's a lot more resources nowadays for the people who are dealing with, depression, anxiety, and all that stuff.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So it's easier to speak about now. You think it's social media that makes it easier?
I
Or
don't
the
think
public
it's
is just getting it now?
I feel like they're slowly starting to get it. I don't feel like it's so easy to speak about the problems that you go through because a lot of us have a lot of pride and we're taught to be strong about it and, just hold on to it.
Right.
But, that's what our platform is about. We're looking to start that conversation. We want people to feel more comfortable and open about it. But social media does have a big play in that as well.
It does. It can actually bring a little bit of more anxiety and depression as well.
Agreed. I think it can bring more, of that social anxiety, like you're saying, social anxiety, like you were saying, and also depression. But I also think in the positive light, it shows people that they aren't alone in it.
Right.
So even like just going down your Twitter feed, you can see somebody who is opening up on their Twitter feed about something that you feel daily as well. So it's opening up to make it so that people realize that they're not alone and that a lot of people every day deal with maybe the same feelings that you're dealing with as well.
Every day.
So I think there's a negative and a positive side to everything, but I think social media has kind of just opened the door a little more for people, especially youth and the people who take advantage of social media, to just be a little bit more open about the way that they are feeling and expressing themselves.
And as you say that, you're in therapy. You're a therapist.
Yes.
That's relieves a lot of stress in itself.
Yeah.
Does that work mentally or that's just physically? And how do you incorporate that? Because that's dope.
Well, a lot of people misinterpret it. They think that when you go to get a massage that it's just a physical thing, that we're just manipulating your muscles. But it's much more than that. It's energy work as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually how the show was created.
Yeah, that's how we created the show.
I'm a creative director, so I do a lot of marketing and branding
I
for
know.
different people.
She's killing it.
So she came to me in a way that she wanted to promote herself as a licensed massage therapist. And she had just recently posted how the benefits of getting a massage and how that could affect your mental health and not only, like she said, your body. So in us just talking and going through it, we created the show Mental Massage, which brings the therapy or brings the massage part of it, but also brings the outlets to mental health. So if you are dealing with those things, we target, artists because we're in a creative environment. So we target a lot of creatives, whether it be, painters, dancers, musicians, any type of things, what their outlets are that help them deal with everyday, struggles. But I feel like we also touch on a lot of, even if you aren't a creative, how it could help you, deal with, life's just being life. Just being life.
Because it's one thing that we cannot hold back. Like, regardless of where you're at in life, we're all gonna go through the ups and downs.
Yes.
It's part of the roller coaster of life. So everybody can relate to it. And follow us on Mental Massage Orlando on Instagram.
Definitely.
If you guys want to hear something that is positive or actually meaningful and making a change and directing towards others, you guys have a personal relationship, connection with them, that come on or that you speak to. That's extremely important.
Yes.
Because everyone technically can feel alone, and I'm one of them. I actually hold a lot of things in.
Yeah.
And you have to have that person, that one to trust. And social media does actually take things, people take things and they just spread it. They even make you depressed. They'll talk about each other on social media.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dealing with that now with a lot of young people. And I've done a high school tour, so big shout out to Immokalee High School in down south. We went on a high school tour, which is an honor, and we spoke to kids that dealt with a lot of social anxiety. So we actually spoke to the entire school where they dealt with depression. Suicide rate was insane. And speaking of that, I felt the connection immediately. I cried. And they were the first people that ever gave me a standing ovation. Just the kids.
Yeah,
and all they want to do is hear you. They want to hear that you can overcome things and how did you get there? And you don't have to be famous, guys.
No,
it's just about making a platform and being strong about it.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing that.
Yeah.
And people are seeing that. And they relate that to us. And they said, Mimi, you got to interview these girls.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're trying to do is
You're
just spread that positivity throughout the community. And anybody out there that's going through anything, whether you have somebody to talk to about it or not, make sure that you're making positive choices for yourself to be able to get yourself through it, because you can. You are strong enough.
So you provide an outlet. Is it for them to speak about it? What happens if they don't want to talk about it out? If they want to keep it in? Can they connect with you?
We've said several times on our show, I think we say it
Every
episode, that not only are we, a YouTube series that you can follow and watch and be interviewed on, but we're also some people that you can just DM or contact individually, this is what I'm going through, because in creating this show we've gained a lot of knowledge on mental health just in everyone that we've spoke with, so why not share that with people, especially if you don't want to be recorded about your personal. I can totally understand that, but we've said it numerous times, we're advocates for mental health now, and anytime you can easily speak to us about anything that you're going through, even if you don't want it. It wouldn't be shared with anybody. It would just be personal.
Right.
And we've been, at least speaking for myself, I've been super humbled by the reaction we've got from people about the show. A lot of people, message us just about things, I related to that, I went through that personally, or, I really appreciate you speaking on that, that's something that I've dealt with, and stuff like that is very humbling, and it makes this, worth it to both of us, so.
It definitely gives us purpose, for sure.
Wow. It's like testimonies, what we call peace on the street. So when people come on, they relate their testimonies, that's what they're doing.
Yep. Yeah.
Will Mimi be on the show? I'll let you in my testimony.
Yeah, we would love to have you.
Because we all dealt with battles.
Yeah.
For me, I've dealt with the battle of being bullied. I think all of us have technically been bullied, throughout our school years. We all have been, some way, shape or form, have been bullied. And I've dealt with that. I've dealt with a lot of that. I dealt with that to a point where I almost got expelled because I had to fight all the time to defend myself.
Yeah, same.
And that was coming from up north to the south, and the south couldn't stand me. So they were always, it was just different. If people see different, they're scared.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that we're trying to bring it out in Peace on the Streets is a diverse community. It's all multicultural, religion, it's everything. And we want to make sure that everybody knows, there's different life forms, there's different religions, different, but we're all on a mission here to survive. We're all trying to live right and have positive energy at
Yeah.
least within ourselves. And you guys gotta stick around with like-minded individuals because that is
Yeah.
a huge change in your life.
Oh yeah.
If you stick around like this, if I stick around with you guys, I will mentally get stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Your
you go with
association
others,
is
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want the youth to really hear about that.
Yeah.
How your association is so important.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure. It
You're-
changes
Go ahead.
like your life.
Yes.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
environment plays such a big part in like your growth.
Yes. See how strong you guys are together. How did you find each other, by the way?
We met at the Loud Gallery, which is where I met
Shout
you.
to Loud Gallery,
Shout out to Loud Gallery. I'm
Yeah.
actually the manager of that venue, so we met there, and
Wow.
we just kind of connected. We were involved in a it's called Women Celebrating Women. It was an event designed literally for women celebrating
Oh.
women. So we started off with that, and we just got closer from there. I'm so sorry about this mic. We got closer from there, and yeah, we've been friends ever since.
Friends
How
ever
long
since.
has this been going on?
Like a year, I would say.
Yeah, a year.
Only a year, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
It is,
Good.
honestly. But when you are friends with a creative, you can understand, like,
Mm.
and you find a like-minded
Like-minded
friend.
individual,
Yeah, that has the same drive as you. There's nothing that you guys can't do together.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the passion, dedication. That's when you know if you're living this for free, just saying,
Yeah.
that's your passion.
Yeah.
And never be afraid to make that into some sort of financial stability.
And I think
Because
just
that
us
can really
growing
make a
this,
movement.
yeah,
Absolutely.
together has
Yes.
brought us a lot closer. Just because
Yeah.
we're building something from scratch, we literally made it from scratch and built it. And not saying it's the biggest it's ever been, but it is making a difference. And I think that has really created our bond a little bit stronger.
And it's just the beginning.
Yeah!
For sure.
I gotta bring you
sure.
guys on the sit down. And the sit down is once a month, the last Wednesday of each month of Peace on the Streets, where we discuss raw topics. We get in.
Oh,
It has to be
nice.
clean,
That too.
because we're on radio.
Yes.
But we get in, we're open minded. I would
Right.
love to bring you guys on and discuss.
course.
We would
this.
love to, because we're
Yeah.
definitely two open-minded individuals.
I
Yeah.
know.
Too open-minded.
Too open-minded.
Are you guys willing to speak with kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Awesome.
I would love to.
Because
speak
yeah,
to kids,
I want a lot of the children to get to know you guys
Mhm.
and to get involved and to speak about their testimonies or what they're going through. It's mind blowing. I have junior broadcasters between 9 and 14, and they go on the air in the summer because we air at night.
Mhm.
So when they're on the air, the things that they discuss is like just it's mind blowing
Yeah.
of how they think and what they're going through. You really wouldn't even know,
Yeah.
and they're so smart and they're very articulate.
Yeah.
So they tell you what's up.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's so
And to have you guys with them, it will give them something to make stronger mentally. They just need more mental strength, you know what I mean, to overcome that.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially with now, I guess, apparently bullying is so strong, and it's I think so. I really, really believe social media is really bringing that into the whole other level.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I feel like people are more comfortable, I would say, with their opinions. And
'Cause it's
when
your
we were
behind the
younger,
phone.
it's like if you
Yeah.
have anything
Mm.
nice to say, you don't say
Don't
anything
say
at
it.
all. You know what I mean? And now with social media, everybody just wants to put their opinion out, whether it's good or bad.
It's so loosely
Yeah.
because, like she said, you're behind the
You're
computer.
right. Yeah, so I mean, us growing up, like I was bullied, but when I went home, that was it.
That was
like,
it. Yes.
yeah,
That
it was
it.
the start of social media for me. So you know, towards the end of it, it did get into social media. But I feel like now the way that these kids in high school work, like everything is in their social media.
That's
like,
it.
Everything. So it comes home with you, and you're on it all day, 24/7, and that's just if you're being bullied, it's constant.
Yeah.
Like there's no break.
Even
from
if you're
that.
not even around it.
Yeah.
So I
it's
like
still
feel
going on.
bad for the
Yeah.
youth
I do
today,
too.
just because like they have a lot of advantages with the social media, but it's also a lot of like it's too much too soon.
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
it's just
All
a
at
lot
once.
of information super soon, and that really affects your mental health.
Yeah.
and
I think we
how
have to have
you-
some sort of code for children. I don't know what it is, but some sort of regulation.
Yeah.
I think when they're out there in the free world of internet, they're just open to like the whole entire world,
Yeah.
and there's no security for them.
Yeah, exactly.
In other countries, they have a little more security than they do for us here in the United
Yeah.
States. So I think that's a big step. But for me, I have an 11-year-old, and I don't even let him have access to internet.
Yeah, that's
He doesn't even
good
have
though.
access to internet.
Yeah.
Not even on his cell phone,
Yeah.
and that's because I'm scared.
Yeah.
Because once he goes into that open world,
Who knows? Yeah.
and what they hear from out there, it's not even taught at home.
Right.
So why are you saying all these words or hearing all this when they never learned it at home?
Yeah.
And not even necessarily school. It's on the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're open-minded for children as well.
Oh
Yes.
yes, most definitely.
What is the youngest you had on your show? Or have you had guests as often?
we actually haven't had any like young guests.
Yeah,
Everybody
we
was like
haven't.
our age,
Yeah,
like in their 20s. Maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
20s, yeah, we've only had 5 episodes,
Yeah.
so we're a little bit,
You guys are killing it.
yeah, a little bit
What are the social
particular
media?
in when we do record episodes, just because we want to target, not saying that somebody is more important than another person, but I like to target people who are relatable and
Got it.
who are comfortable with speaking about, the real life things that they're going through, because we don't want to put any, like, we want to talk about it. We want to rip the Band-Aid off. Like, if we're going to talk about it, let's really talk about it. So it's actually pretty hard to find people who are actually willing to be as real as we're asking them to be.
Yeah.
So that's why we've only had 5 episodes, because it's very hard to select the guests.
Bring Mimi.
Right, are open to talking about it.
yes.
So now that we know.
We got you.
So
We got you.
capable, seriously, and that helps others. And at the
Yeah.
point, at a certain age, you're stronger.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm stronger. I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To release it. So I want to help the younger generation to be able to speak. Know they can use social media as a positive platform, guys.
For sure.
It honestly can. You don't have to put your whole life out there, because there's people out there that are watching your life to hurt your life. It has to be sacred.
Yeah.
There's some things that have to be sacred.
Yes.
But make that a positive form, like these ladies are. Positivity honestly gets spread faster than negativity. Even though we hear about negativity, trust me, positivity gets spread even faster,
And it's more powerful.
more powerful, more meaningful. Don't you feel better
Yeah.
in life
definitely
itself?
does. Yes.
I know
For
you guys
sure.
feel like I'm making a difference, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like we're making a difference, and it shows. People come up to us on the street and they're just like, "Yo, you guys run the Instagram, like that helped me
Mhm.
out so much." So I'm really
it's
It's
grateful.
amazing.
Yeah.
How can people find you? How can they reach you? How can they even speak to you, privately,
Yeah.
of that nature?
First and foremost, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are interested in this web series. It's Mental Massage Orlando. Subscribe, comment, share what you think. We really do read everybody's comments, so we appreciate any type of feedback. Also our Instagram, which is also Mental Massage Orlando. You can follow us individually. Mine is @Dubs, so _DUUBS.
My Instagram is the Vibe Provider. I'm gonna trust that you guys can spell it.
We'll add it on the bottom. We got you. Those ladies. First, thank you so much for being with us. You guys were so willing, and I really appreciate that.
We're grateful. Thank you for
Yeah.
coming.
Thank you so
What
much.
we want to do is spread this message
Yep.
even more.
Yes.
So thank you for
I know, I can tell. I can totally tell. It takes itself. I want to bring you guys on the air if you're willing to. I want to bring you on a sit down. So before this gets, or a little bit after this gets released, I want to bring you on, express your experience, express how you created this idea, and how you're running with this idea. So perhaps even young people could start this in school. You never know.
We would love that. That'd
Awesome.
be awesome. Yeah.
Guys, reach out to us. We're located in Orlando, Florida, one of the best states ever, and the best city. Reach out to us, man. In Orlando, Florida, we're making a movement, making a change, and we stick together, as you can see. So don't forget, Peace on the Streets radio show. Tune in every Wednesday night to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. The R&B Quiet Storm. Shout out to Prince of the South and WOKB for allowing us to have this freedom and this voice to be on radio. We are Peace on the Streets. We're independent. We own the rights to our own show and broadcasting station, which is huge. You can retain and own your own rights for your platform, guys. Don't forget, you can have control. All right, guys. Peace on the Streets. Mental therapy. We love you guys.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. Ciao.
See ya. Hey guys, it's Dubs and the Vibe Provider from Mental Massage. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also follow us on Instagram at Mental Massage Orlando.
Don't forget, guys, like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Peace on the Streets Radio Show. Ciao.
Late night, feet up, ride round, still up, peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Street. Kicking it with Prince of the South and your girl Mimi, and they make it look way too easy. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. So you gotta tune in Wednesday night, 9 to 11. Get with the movement. Promise you and I regret it. With no hesitation. Yeah, grab your guy, grab your lady. Just turn to the station. WOKB 1680 AM. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets. Peace on the streets. You gotta listen to Peace on the Streets.